Which small SUV wins in our four-way shootout? Buckle up, and let's get started. We all love our small SUVs. That reassuring extra ride height, coupled with dimensions that make it easy to handle in town, mean each of these cars make it onto bestseller lists around Europe. First up, the Ford Puma. Around since 2019, its looks haven't aged a bit. In fact, as car makers move away from having too many stylized lines, it still looks fresh. The great news is that Puma just got better. Already the most entertaining car in its class to drive, a 2024 refresh brings new headlamps, more natural adaptive cruise control, and big changes to its infotainment. Of course, we still have 80 liters of megabox goodness and a class-leading boot totaling 450 liters, but it's in Puma's cockpit where changes are most apparent. Gone is the Puma's old 8-inch Sync 3 infotainment, replaced by a brighter, high-definition 12-inch display.
I like it a lot.
And Ford's latest software, Sync 4. HVAC dials have gone too, but Ford has wisely added shortcuts for changing cabin temperature, the heated seats, and front-stroke rear screen demisting. So, dashboard-wise, with a new 2-spoke flat-bottomed steering wheel and sharp 12-inch digital driver's display, Ford's upgrade puts the Puma firmly ahead of both the T-Roc and Yaris Cross for driver comfort. If there's an Achilles heel to Ford's offering, it's rear leg and headroom. If it's just kids in the back, no problem. But for taller adults, it's a squeeze. Also, the Puma's 1-liter EcoBoost engine, although willing, delivers 0 to 60 times of around 9 seconds, regardless of which power output you choose. Unless that is, you opt for the ST PowerShift, which follows later this year. So how do we score the Ford overall? For exterior styling and desirability, we give the Puma 8.5 out of 10. For interior design and tech, the upgraded vehicle gets an 8.5. For driver enjoyment, normal versions get 9 out of 10, although we'll look at the upcoming ST version in a separate video. For practicality and value, it scores 7.5. And finally, for its warranty and long-term ownership potential, we give it 7, as the EcoBoost's wet belt continues to divide opinion in terms of long-term reliability. Overall, that's 40.5 out of 50, a great score that's going to be hard to beat. Next up, VW's T-Roc. As the second most popular car in Germany in 2023, for every Ford Puma sold there, VW sells 3 T-Rocs by comparison. Slightly taller and longer than Ford's small SUV, it enjoys a higher driving position and better legroom and headroom for rear seat passengers. What's more, it has a wider choice of engines, ranging from 1-liter through to 2-liter all-wheel drive versions. Going up to 2 liters makes the T-Roc too pricey, however. So we'd stick with choosing a smaller engine, also avoiding the 7-speed DSG gearbox, which is dim-witted when you need it most. Updated interior materials since the T-Roc was first launched in 2017 mean that it's smart and stylish inside, although the vehicle's infotainment, especially its slider controls and R-line capacitive steering wheel buttons, can make it frustrating on the move.
Not quite my tempo.
That said, the T-Roc rides extremely well for a small SUV, and its driving dynamics are not far behind the Puma. It's also likely to make a great long-term companion, and despite our better judgment, we have a real soft spot for the T-Roc Cabriolet in teal blue.
I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that.
Here's our score for the T-Roc. It's close, but we rate it just behind the Ford overall. Practicality is slightly better, and as an ownership proposition, the VW has superior residuals. However, taking into account the Puma's newer infotainment and its more agile chassis, the Ford is on top so far. Can the Nissan Juke top that? Click for part 2 of our 4-car shootout to see if we prefer the Nissan or the Toyota Yaris Cross.